What is up, everyone? Welcome to a brand new video today. Today, I'm going live to talk with you guys about Avengers Infinity War. Now, Avengers Infinity War, of course, is leading up. There's so many things that have happened in this Marvel Cinematic Universe, but we're going to be talking about, and this is going to be a ton of fun. If you catch this later, thank you so much for joining. Make sure to comment down below and tell me your guys' thoughts of what is going on. But yes, so this is going to run in particularly a different style. Today, of course, this is my predictions and theories. I don't know what's going to happen in Infinity War, but I want to discuss with who I think is going to die. I've been doing a lot of research. I've been doing a lot of thinking today of who I think was going to perish, who I think is going to die. And we'll be talking about a bunch of different theories that I think will happen in Avengers Infinity War. Of course, how I think this is going to go overall, though. If you're joining us live, I do see some people are already joining us. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe button as well, because we'll be doing a bunch of Avengers and MCU videos leading up to Avengers Infinity War, which I'm seeing on April 24th. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, so of course, what are we going to do? It looks like who do we got here? We got Ninja Warrior Superstar. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see that you made it in here. Amari, what's up, man? Johns, what's up? Neezy, nice to have you here, my brother. Donate La, hello. And Techno Drone, what do you say? Hi, Zach might be alone, but I don't think Iron Man is going to die. I actually did a video on that. Hey, I saw that. I didn't get to watch it yet. But so this is what we're going to be talking about. Geek Keenan, yes, Geek Keenan made it in here. What is up? John's Disney Story. Hey, Zach, are you going to re-rank the Pixar movies when Incredible 2 comes out? Absolutely. I will be. Fan of Films is in here. Not Zach, my guy. What's good? What's good, man? We're just talking Avengers Infinity War here. So it looks like a bunch of you guys are already joining in. Like I said, guys, make sure to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe, especially if you're new. But yeah, so how this is going to go overall is I'm pretty much going to narrow down certain characters. I'm going to talk about certain characters, and then we're going to go from there. I have a poster that I'm going to screen share for you guys to look at. I'm going to circle like certain characters that I think are going to live, certain characters that I think are going to die. And then, of course, we'll go from there. Obviously, there's some characters who aren't on the poster. And I actually picked the poster out with Hawkeye. Trust me, yes. There's one poster in the world with Hawkeye. But we're going to go with this one poster and talk about it. You guys are saying that gauntlet behind me. Yes, this beautiful gauntlet. There we go. We'll start it up. But yeah, I see a bunch of you guys are already having your things in there. But so overall, let's get straight into this. And overall, how this is going to go. I'm going to say a character. I'm going to say if I think they're going to die. Do I think their chances of dying? Do I think I'm wrong? Do I want them to die? And then I'm going to hit over to the live stream to see what your guys' thoughts are on that character. So I want to get the main ones out of the way. Not like the Iron Man and Cap, but I want to get some of the easy ones out of the way and just show you guys. So here, let's look over here. So you can see my mouse right here. We're going to look. So these little fuckers right here, Thanos' little children. I'm going to say 2 of them die. The rest of them live. We'll look at that. That's my honest saying, is I think 2 of them are gonna die and the rest are gonna live. And then Thanos, of course, I think will make it to the next movie. Now, the characters I do want to get out of the way saying that they are gonna live are some of our newer heroes. Most of all, we're gonna look at Star-Lord. He's safe. I think Star-Lord's a pretty safe member. Rocket and Groot, I think these 3 are all safe. I think I would even go to say Drax, Gamora, and Mantis are all safe as well, just because they're Guardians of the Galaxy. I think if they're going to die, they're going to die in their own film. But there is a little one over here with Nebula. Nebula is the iffy factor in this, because I could see her dying. I could see her dying in Avengers Infinity War. Maybe to help her sister Gamora, if in fact. But I do see Nebula dying, in fact. But I want to hear what you guys are saying about this, because I do see Nebula dying. I think out of any of the Guardians characters, I think she's the one to die. I think the core group that we do have right now, especially with Mantis just joining in, I think they are safe. But with that said, like I said, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. So let's go and see what you guys are saying. Ninja Warriors, I think Cap, Iron Man, or Thor, or Hawkeye will die. Those are good choices. Techno Drone, I think Vision will surely die. Neezy Channel, I think it doesn't matter because you have the gauntlet. EJ, what's up, Zach? I actually think Loki may die. That's another one that we will be getting to soon because he's on this poster. Techno Drone, I think Cap, Vision, Nebula, and Loki are going to die. See, Nebula, that's the thing. I think Nebula is going to buy it. Dante, I think Loki will die at the beginning of the film. Ninja, sounds legit with the 2 Black Order members dying, the rest live. Nebula, I could see dying. Easy, after watching Avengers 2012, I think Loki will die in the opening of Infinity War before he did say, if you don't bring the Tesseract, there will be no moon. He can't find you. Thanos will live till Avengers 4. So overall, I think you guys are agreeing with me that Avengers, overall, the Guardians of the Galaxy will survive. I think if any of them bite it, it will be Nebula, in fact, to bite it. Out of the whole Black Order of Thanos' whole thing, I think Thanos is the one who is going to, of course, live. And I think 2 of his children do die. I would say, I don't know their names, but the big one, I have a feeling, is probably going to bite it. I think Hulk will kick the shit out of him. And then looking at the other ones, I don't... Proxima Midnight, I think, is the other one's going to die, but I think the other 2 are going to end up living. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Loki. So let's go back and screen share and talk about Loki for a second. Let's talk about Loki. So we got Loki in this backhand corner. I do think Loki's going to die. I honestly always thought that he was going to die in Thor: The Dark World. I thought he was going to die in Thor: The Dark World. He didn't. And yeah, so now we're here where he's not dead. He's still alive, but I felt like he was always supposed to die. And I feel like with the character arc he got in Thor Ragnarok, and I feel like the character arc he's probably going to have in just the beginning of Avengers, I think easily Loki will bite it in the beginning. I have a feeling, I'm not trying to give it like spoilers for the trailers or anything, but just watching the trailers in general, you do get a feeling that our main character right here, Loki, is one to bite it. It gives a purpose more for Thor, seeing after everything he's gone through with his brother in the last 2 films. And I just think it gives a full round character arc for Loki. Plus, I don't really see where Loki can go anymore. Given I know a lot of people don't want him to die, but I don't see him living towards the end. So overall, Loki, you're going to bite it. And of course, let's head back over to the live stream, see what you guys are talking about. I think Loki will die at the beginning of this film. I think a lot of people are saying Loki's going to die at the beginning of the film because I don't see what else Loki will be doing with this film. I mean, if we at the end of the Thor Ragnarok, we see that giant ship go up. We obviously know a bunch of those Asgardians are going to die. Hands down, I'm hoping Valkyrie doesn't die. I'll be pissed if they kill her, but I think she's pretty safe. And that goes to this. I think Valkyrie's going to be safe. I don't know if she's in the film per se, but if she is, she probably has a small role. And then you also look at Hulk safe. I'm a little worried about Korg and Meek. I'd be a little disappointed if they did die. I feel like they'll probably just get blasted off into some other universe or something like that. Loki will most likely die since Thor 4 most likely not happen. If not, he dies for sure. Captain America is going to die. Easy. I agreed Loki dying would set in stone Thanos is a big threat to us and to Thor. I doubt they're going to kill off Captain America, but we'll see. That's what EJ says. We'll get to Captain America in a second. Of course, we're talking about Loki right now. Loki, in general, will he die? I'm saying, yeah. I don't see him living. I think it adds purpose to how strong Marvel is going into this universe, that we're going to kill off main characters, and I see him being one of the main characters that they kill off. Ninja Superstars, Valkyrie will live because Tessa Thompson is hot. Absolutely. No, I love Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie. She's one of my new favorite characters. Official film Lynn. Nice to have you in here. Loki will die. See? So a bunch of you guys are saying Loki are going to die. But now we move on to, let's get into some of the other minor characters, or just in general, some of the other characters who... So, okay, let's talk about this. Spider-Man. Spider-Man's living. We know Spider-Man Homecoming 2 is coming right after Avengers 4. So Spider-Man's alive. We know he is. But I do have a theory that I want to bring up at the end of this video that we'll talk about. And so we're going to talk about that theory at the end of this video. And so Spider-Man's dead. Or Spider-Man's going to live. Spider-Man will live. Now we look at Black Panther. Black Panther right here. Black Panther will live because we know they're going to make another Black Panther film. Doctor Strange, safe. I'm 100% sure on that. I think these 3 main characters right here are all safe. Why do I think that? Well, let's put it this way. Spider-Man's getting a sequel. Doctor Strange is getting a sequel. And so is Black Panther. So, you know, let's just put that out there. But what I will say is, will we lose Wong from Doctor Strange? I don't want to say yes or no, but I think Wong has a possibility to die. I mean, we don't see him really much in the trailer. What's going to happen with him after that first encounter with Thanos? Will he die? Will he not? Who knows? But I think Wong's going to have a small part. Looking at Black Panther, I think Okoye is pretty safe. I think Shuri. I think all those main Black Panther characters are pretty safe. Maybe M'Baku might die. I know M'Baku has a small role in the film, but I'm hoping he might not. So let's hope not. But of course, like I said, I think those main characters who are going to really end up being probably our next Avengers after Avengers 4, I think they're all safe. Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and Black Panther are all going to be safe. I'm 100% sure Shuri and Okoye are going to be safe because they were one of the big standouts of Black Panther. And of course, you also have M'Baku, who I think could die to add some levity to Black Panther, but I think it would be a waste of a character to kill him off. Wong, I think, is another character you shouldn't kill off since you already killed off the Ancient One in Doctor Strange. I think it'd be a waste to kill Wong off since he's such a good supporting character. And of course, Spider-Man. None of his friends will die. It's kind of too dark. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Thanos will throw a moon and kill Ned. But I'd be disappointed. I think that's one of the best parts. But of course, Spider-Man. Let's go to the live chat. Let's see what you're saying. Neezy Channel says Loki will die 87%. Technodrome Black Widow die. I don't know about that, but we'll get to that in a second. Ninja Superstar Spidey is safe. No one's, yeah, all you guys are agreeing with Spider-Man. Terrence, nice to have you in here. I think Iron Man will die and we'll set up for Captain America becoming the official leader. We'll get to that. Neezy Channel, hi. If your solo movie makes billions of dollars, not only do you not die, but you also get a trilogy. That is sure with Black Panther. Ninja Superstars, Doctor Strange 2 may not happen. Probably will, though. Doctor Strange 2 is happening. I think it's just when is it going to happen? Mr. Mosby, oh, nice to have you in here. Are they going to be separate throughout the entire movie? That's a big question that I'm wondering. Are they going to be separated throughout the whole movie, or are they finally going to join it? I have a feeling a majority of the film will be separated, and by the end of the film, probably not Wakanda Battle, we'll probably get a full feature of all these heroes combining together. And I feel like that's going to be awesome. Because if you really think about it, if you look at Civil War, they CGI'd out Spider-Man and stuff in a bunch of scenes. So how hard is it for them to CGI out them all running together? Because it's all filmed in IMAX. So the second the camera zooms out, you get more of the heroes. That'd be a pretty damn badass shot. Where's the big toke? We're not talking about the big toke today. Teresa, probably Hawkeye will fake his death and become Ronin. Hey, Ronin's a pretty badass character. Mr. Moeasy, we've never seen Iron Man in Wakanda. Hey, we haven't, but like I said, Marvel's good at hiding stuff. Technodrome, I think Bucky will become Captain America after Steve Rogers dies. Hey, that's what a lot of people are thinking. I don't think so because Black Panther is actually being called the White Wolf, which is an adopted brother of Black Panther. So I think that's what they're going to end up doing with that character. But yeah, of course. So let's go to our next people that we are going to be talking about. So of course we're going on and moving back, and let's go into the back of these characters. Let's finish this background. All right, so we got a little Hawkeye right there. If you can't see him right there, he's pretty he's hiding right there. He's right there. So Hawkeye. Hawkeye's barely in the film. These are my two theories on it. Do I think he's going to die? Not in the first part. I think the Avengers 4, he probably has a chance of dying. But I do think, this is my theory with him. I posted this on my Twitter. My theory is that the Soul Stone is going to be in with Captain Marvel. And that's how, because apparently Ant-Man and Captain Marvel was tying very directly into Avengers Infinity War. How? I don't know. I think Hawkeye is going to find Captain Marvel. I think that's his significant role in the film. He's going to have a very small role. He's going to bring her back into the world in some capacity into Avengers 4, which Avengers 4 will something with being going into a different theory that we'll get into later at the end of this video. But Hawkeye, I think he's going to live in the first part. I think he does have a chance of dying in the fourth, but I would not be surprised if his family bites it in this third one. Not going to lie, it gives him motivation to come back because he did retire. But I do think he's safe for the time being. I don't think his family is safe. But we will see what happens with our good friend, Mr. Hawkeye. I do think he does become Ronin as well. I think Ronin would be a pretty cool outfit to put into Avengers Infinity War. Gives him a new flavor. But I do think Hawkeye is going to live. I think it's too obvious. I think if he was going to die, they would have killed him in Avengers 2. And I do think in the end of the day, he's going to be the one that brings Captain Marvel into the fold. And I think he will be the one who finds the Soul Stone. Might be totally wrong, but who knows. Now, let's talk about this other green guy, this little green boy in the corner. Hulk. Yes, our friend Hulk in the corner. What is going to happen with Hulk? Let's just say I think Hulk's pretty safe. I think after seeing Thor, I think Hulk has a very definitive space in the MCU going forward. But don't get me wrong. If they killed off Hulk, I wouldn't be surprised either because they said that he's supposed to have a good arc through the next 2 films. So is this arc, protecting Black Widow or something? Who knows? But I do think Hulk is pretty safe, at least for this first Avengers 3. Now, Rhodey's alive. I don't think Rhodey's going to die in this one. I say this because I think, again, if they were going to kill off Rhodey, I think it would have been back in Civil War. So I think he's pretty much safe. And going over to the White Wolf or Bucky, I think Bucky's also safe as well. I think Bucky has a lot of potential in the MCU, and I think they're going to save his character for more potential stuff. But of course, let's go over to the live chat, see what you guys are talking about now. And yeah, so we got where is we? Mr. Mosby, Thanos is going to try to tag his ass. Probably. Neezy, I don't know, the new TV spot shows Thanos as a soul stone. Hey, but you know what? I don't believe that. I think Marvel's playing with us. They're just showing different stones, and I think in the end of the day, it's going to be a little bit different than that. Amari, I can't imagine Hawkeye family dying in Infinity War. Hey, you don't know. This is going to be a darker type of film. EJ, I think War Machine could die. Hey, but that is fair. I could be totally wrong. I just don't think he is going to die. I think if he was, he would have died in Civil War. Would have added more depth to that. But like I said, I think War Machine's pretty safe for this one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it gives purpose to Tony Stark, because there is a character that I do want to talk about, which I'll bring up right now. Pepper Potts. She is in the cast. I think she dies. Who knows? But I think War Machine is going to live, and I think one of the two could die. But I think they have to give purpose to Tony. Taking the drone. I hope the romance doesn't return because it was cringy. I like the romance with Hulk and Black Widow. I believed in it because they're different. They were experimented on when they were, they're different. She can't have kids. I think that's good. Official Filmland. Hulk is pretty safe. I agree. Yeah, Hulk's almost impossible to kill. If we will get an epic Hulk versus Thanos fight, that would be cool. I think we're gonna get a big, cool fight between Hulk and that other guy, that big dude in the black orb. I don't know his name off the top of my head. But I also do think in that Hulkbuster suit, that is Bruce Banner. I do not believe that is Iron Man in that suit. Ninja Warrior Superstar, Hawkeye question mark, Hulk safe, War Machine probably safe, Bucky def safe. Yeah, I think we all think Bucky's safe. I think he has a good definitive route in the MCU. NBA 73, regardless of who dies, I just hope some of them die and don't come back. I'm hoping Marvel has the balls to do this and take the risk. I think Marvel will have the balls to take the risk. I mean, in general, you can always do prequel movies. You can always do that. It's an expanding universe, but I do think overall it's going to be safe. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the romance between Black Widow and Hulk, but to each of their own. I like it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's not like my favorite in the world. Ninja Warrior Superstar, Pepper dies if she's in there. I think so too. I think she'll have a small role, but I do think, I don't know if she's in the first part. I think she might be in Avengers 4. Neezy, wow, Pepper dying, sheesh. Yeah. EJ, please no fake. Robert, how you doing? Zach? Pepper Potts is in the Hulkbuster suit. Hey, that would be a good suggestion too. Wouldn't be surprised on that, but I still think it's Bruce Banner. I think he's trying not to be Hulk. But I'm doing good. Nice to have you in here. Mr. Mosey, to be fair, I'm still following the Hemdall theory. If Valkyrie can make it out, he can. I think, yeah, you brought up Hemdall. Yeah, I think Hemdall's dead. I think that gives purpose into the beginning. You kill Loki, you kill Hemdall. Those are two big characters in the Thor franchise. It adds depth that Thanos is no one to fuck with. And I think we will see that happening. Oh, nice to have you in here. Anthony Jenkins is in here. What is up, man? Hawkeye, Pepper Potts. I mentioned Hulk and Bruce Banner get separated. No, I don't see that. And so Anthony Jenkins is saying Hawkeye, Pepper Potts, War Machine, Loki. I'm guessing there's people who you think are going to die. I do not think Hawkeye is going to die. I could be completely wrong. Hawkeye might die in the first hour of this film, and that's why he's barely in it. But I really doubt that they would kill Hawkeye off that fast. He's such he's one of the main characters. Let's be honest. Yeah, Hemdall is dead. Amari says this. Most of the Asgardians are toast, no doubt, for sure. Robert, I'm going to see Infinity War on Thursday at 6 p.m. Nice, man. Nice. Congrats. I'm seeing it the 24th at like 10 in the morning, then on my review out later that day. And then Thursday, I'm also seeing it, and I'm probably going to make an effort to go see it Saturday before I do my spoiler discussion with a bunch of other famous YouTubers that you guys all know. Official Filmland, I hope Thanos survives Quicksilver. Yeah. NBA 73, Hawkeye and Captain America are my predictions. Great predictions. But let's go back to this list, of course. This picture that we're looking at. So we've gone over this back corner over here. You know, we've gone over a lot of these back corner characters. We talked about all these ones. We've talked about these two. Now, before going down, you know, we've already talked about Gamora. I think she's pretty safe. And Nebula, I think Nebula is going to end up perishing. I think she'll save Gamora or something like that. Adds that depth to the characters, and it kind of adds there. Because apparently the Russo brothers have really been collaborating with, in general, James Gunn, Coogler, and even oh man, it's escaping the guy who made Doctor Strange. It's gonna piss me off that I don't know this. Scott Derrickson. Yes, that's it. But I think he is going to be pretty much safe on that part. But now we get to our man right here, the man of the hour, the man who started it all, Tony Stark. He will not die in Avengers 3. I will say this right now. Tony Stark is not going to die in Avengers 3. Will he die in Avengers 4? Maybe, but this is my theory with Tony Stark. I think Tony Stark, in the end of the day, will be safe. I think Tony Stark, in the end of the day, by Avengers 4, he will still be alive. He will be training the new Avengers, and I think he'll take more of a Nick Fury role into the background, where Robert Downey Jr. won't be in every single film, but he'll be a minor role into it. And Nick Fury, who looks to look at new heroes. And I mean, we already saw that kind of aspect within Spider-Man Homecoming and Civil War. I think Tony makes it out. I mean, I would totally get if he dies. I don't see them killing off Robert Downey Jr.'s character. I don't see them killing off Iron Man. And I could be completely wrong, but I do think he is at least safe till Avengers 4. Maybe he sacrifices himself for the team and someone else, but I think in the end of the day, he is going to die. But now let's go back over to this side. So we're going to start in this corner, of course. We got our big boy Thor over here. Thor. I don't know. I think Thor can perish. Do I want him to? No. Especially after seeing Thor Ragnarok. I definitely don't want to see him die. But I think he has a chance of dying. That is my honest truth. I think Thor has like a 75% chance of dying. And I mean that is because they're very being skeptical on what movies we're getting in the next phase. And to be honest, I just don't see him making it out. At least, maybe in the third one he makes it out, but I think by the end of the fourth one he's done for. And I think Thor is gonna bite it. But let's see, what are you guys saying? Let's go back to the live chat, see what you guys are saying over here. Why do I have a feeling, Mr. Mosby says this, why do I have a feeling John C. Reilly and Glenn Close's character are toasting the end? I don't even think they're in the film, but I think it's just going to be insisted that all those people are dead. Can you adopt me so I can see it early? I can fly at the AZ and can't. Hey, I can't adopt you. I'm only 21. Well, I guess I could, but sorry, man. You're just going to have to wait. But trust me, no spoilers for me for my review. It'll probably be a pretty short review. Mr. Mosby. Nova Prime. Yeah, Nova Prime. Yeah, it's pretty done. Where's Ant-Man? Like I said, I think Ant-Man won't even be in the third one. I think he'll probably end up being the fourth one as a major role. Official film line, I think Nebula is dying. NBA 73, Ant-Man will be an Ant-Man and the Wasp, so no pressure for his character. I totally agree. Mr. Mosby, I kind of see them killing off 2 Black Order members in the film. Hey, that's what I said. I think they will kill them off. I don't see Amari. I don't see them killing off RDJ, and Thor shouldn't die at all. I agree. I don't want Thor to die, but I think it adds more depth to these things. That's why I said, out of the main group that we've gotten from the beginning, I just think at least 2 of them are going to die and perish. And I mean 2 of the main ones, like out of Hulk, Cap, Iron Man, and Thor. I think when you lose 4 of our main characters that we all met up at once, I think if you look at Thor's character, I think Thor in general has had a good exercise of roles, but at the same time, I don't see them dying because they have good things going on with Thor Ragnarok that I don't want to lose in that, and it kind of adds on depth. And I don't see Iron Man dying, but we'll get to who I think will. I think Hulk's pretty safe too. All Guardians except Nebula should live. Should Iron Man, I think, will die. Just my opinion. Thor, big question mark. Thor is the big question mark because who knows what they're going to do with this character. Anthony Jenkins, I think Thor could be a possibility. I think Thor could be a possibility. I'm going to put him down to die. I won't be surprised if they keep him alive, though. We need Thor to lead the next generation, too. Amari says this. I don't agree with that 100%. I think we got Black Panther now, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. We have a great... And then you have Captain Marvel coming in, who I love Brie Larson. I could just see her being the new leader of the Avengers so easily. Official film on Thor is a god and he has lost everything, so there's a possibility he will die. I think so. I mean, he's had that loss to give up his life for other people. Mr. Mosby, why do I have a big feeling he'll choose to die and refuse some type of healing? Maybe Thor won't want some healing, but you know, those are very interesting tidbits to add into there. Now let's go back, because there's a character that I know a lot of you guys have been talking about, and that is, my friends, it is this man right here in this corner. So let's zoom in, and you have it right here. These two characters who are probably going to end up fucking in this film. Let's talk about Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is going to live. I don't see her dying, just for the fact that she's a very interesting character. And they need to do more depth to her, because we've gotten a little bit of her in Civil War. We got a little bit of her in Age of Ultron. I think this is the film where she's going to have a big central role. And especially with the Russo brothers, and going back to the whole Thor thing, they said Thor and Thanos have the most screen time in this whole entire film. And a lot of this is told for Thanos' perspective, which is a very cool and unique idea. I think looking at Thor and having Thor have one of the most screen time easily adds on to the top of him dying. Now, like I said, let's look at Vision and Scarlet Witch. I do not see Scarlet Witch dying. So she's safe. I think she'll be a part of the new Avengers. But we look at Vision. This is the big question mark. I think Vision is too obvious to kill. And that is being 100% honest. I do not see them killing Vision off, because it's too obvious to kill him off. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just looking a little bit ahead of myself. I don't see them killing off Vision. I could be wrong. He could die in the first 20 minutes, the last 20 minutes, but I don't see him dying, if I'm being completely honest. I think he's going to end up living. And it just, in the end of the day, I don't see Vision dying. I feel like they're going to figure a way out to get the stone out of him and protect it in itself. But I know a lot of you guys do think Vision is going to die, and I can see it happening. Ninja Superstar, I think Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel will be the new Iron Man and Cap. Hey, that's a good theory and suggestion to be right there. But like I said, don't see Vision dying at all. But let's head back over. Let's head back over to this. Now we move into this corners part. Falcon, he's going to live. Let's put Falcon down. He's going to live. So we'll move him out. But now we got these two. This is tough. Black Widow. I want to say no, that she will die, because I just don't see her dying. But I can. But to be honest, I think she's going to end up living. Let's give Scarlet Witch the end of the doubt. Or not Scarlet Witch. Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson's character. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. I think she makes it out. But this is the big guy. Captain America. I think his character arc ends in the third one. Because I don't see Chris Evans living. I don't see Captain America making it out. And especially in this third film. I think in the fourth film have a very, very small role, like flashback. But I do not see Captain America making it out of this film. I think out of all four of the characters, I think Cap is the least safe. Especially with the Russo brothers dealing with this character. They didn't kill him off in Civil War. And just, I think his whole story arc ends here. I think just looking at his whole character arc, how they've had it go, I think Captain America makes the most sense to kill off. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't kill him off in general. But I think this film is to look at some big characters in general and to kill them off necessarily. I think Captain America is one of the ones to die. And that is being completely honest. I know a lot of you guys in the live chat think the same thing. Ninja Superstar, Vision dead, maybe too obvious. Scarlet Witch safe. By the way, quick question: can Vision even F people normally? He's a synthetic human. I mean, the comics it happens, so that's why I'm saying that. Ninja Warrior Superstar, Falcon safe. Black Widow safe. Cap. Yeah, I mean that's a big question right here. Is Cap safe? Is Cap going to be safe in general? And what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to bring up the IMDb page for Infinity War. I actually want to see I want to see who am I missing, because I know there's some people missing from that poster. So overall, I'm going to go down this list and we're going to go through the characters I think are going to die. And then I'm going to, if there's any last questions, we'll take them in the live chat. And of course, like I said, guys, if you're new, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I love talking these videos. And we're going to be doing a bunch of Marvel videos leading up, a bunch of ranking videos after Infinity War comes out. And this is going to be just a ton of fun. Mr. Mosey, how are they going to make an ending where it isn't as divisive? Example, half people like the movie, half people hate the movie. That's a big question. How are you going to end the film? And that's the thing. I think the film, it won't end on a cliffhanger. It'll just end on a despairing note, which I think I should talk about my theory right now. Before we get into the showing you guys, like telling you guys, going back over, my theory is that half of the team actually dies in this one. Like half of the team literally dies in this film. And I think the remaining ones will be, I don't think the Guardians have a huge part, but I think it'll end up probably being Thor, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, And that's it. I think a majority of the other teams will die. Besides Hawkeye and Ant-Man, I think they'll be a big part of the next one. But my big theory is saying this is that I think since Doctor Strange has the time, he reverses time. I think there's going to be a sequence where a majority of these characters die. I mean, like Star-Lord, Spider-Man, Drax. I think a majority of these characters will die. And I think it would be such a unique way to see that. I think it would be such a cool way to go and have him kind of go back. And then actually after that, Thanos gets the time gem and then goes forward. Now, that's a total prediction, but I got to say it for this. Oh, it looks like me versus the real world is near. What is up, man? Cap will have his damaged hero walk into the sunset, but could also be on the chopping block. Stark will become the new head of S.H.I.E.L.D. Thor dead. Vision dead, but comes back. Nebula bye. Awesome. Awesome and nice to have that in here. That is a really Cap will have his damaged hero walk into the sunset. I could see that happening. Like I said, I do see a way where Cap makes it out. Stark will become the new head of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think that's 100% happening. Thor dead. I'm glad to see that someone else thinks Thor could die. Vision dead. I think becomes back. Iffy on that. Nebula bye. I like how you put that there. Ninja Superstar, Zach, that was my prediction. Well, I'm glad to see that that was also someone's prediction. But I do see that time. I think that whole time thing will come into play somehow. But let's go over to the list. Now we're going to go off of pretty much, we're going to go down the list of everyone who's showing up in this film. So as you can see right here, I have the IMDb page pulled up. So Nebula, dead. Scarlet Witch, alive. Thanos, alive. Black Widow, alive. Gamora, alive. Steve Rogers, dead in my book, but I do see him living. Thor, dead. White Wolf / Bucky Barnes, alive. Tony Stark / Iron Man, alive. Laura Barton, dead. Black Panther, of course, alive. Mantis, alive. Ooh. Let's go back down. Mantis, alive. Shuri, alive. Peter Parker / Spider-Man, alive. Loki, dead. Star-Lord, alive. Heimdall, dead. Okoye, alive. Stephen Strange, alive. Hawkeye, living, but given points that he could die in the 4th film. Drax, alive. The Collector, dead. Vin Diesel, Groot, alive. Friday, that doesn't really matter. Rocket, alive. Scott Lang / Ant-Man, alive. Vision, I think he's going to live, but I could see him dying. Happy Hogan, please live. Pepper Potts, dead. I have a big Jon Favreau kick right now. For anyone that doesn't know, I just started Friends, and I just got to the episodes where he's in it, and I'm like on a huge Jon Favreau kick, so I hope they don't kill off Happy Hogan. Bruce Banner / Hulk, I think Hulk lives. M'Baku, I think M'Baku can die, so I'm going to say M'Baku, but I don't want him to. Wong, I think he lives. Sam Wilson / Falcon, alive. War Machine, alive. Oh, Obsidian. That's Cole Obsidian. That's his name. That's what the guy is from Big Thanos guy. I think he's dead. Ebony Maw, I think, lives. Or actually, no, I can take that back. I think Ebony Maw lives, and I think Promixia, Midnight, and the other one do happen to take alive most of that. And really, that's it. That's our characters. Those are our predictions for this. Now, I had one other prediction I wanted to throw out there, and I'm actually going to do a separate video that's not live where it just talks about my 5 main things that I want to happen in Avengers Infinity War, or that I think will happen. And that I think will probably be coming out next weekend or so. But my other theory with Avengers Infinity War is not just that half the team's going to die and they'll bring them back, and who I think will live and who I think will die. But the big thing I have is we don't know who's voicing Ebony Maw or Proximity Midnight, but I have my theory. I have a theory they're going to change something from the comics and make these people vessels of villains we've already seen. For instance, Ronan the Accuser is dead, but he was in touch with one of the stones. So, what if Lee Pace comes back and does the voice for one of the characters? Another one, say, the guy who touched the ether. Horrible villain in Thor to the Dark World, but I love the actor, so I'd like to see him bring him back. Small Easter egg, you know, we got Red Skull with the Tesseract. That would be pretty cool if he touches one of them. I just think that's a small little thing I would throw into there. But in general, I think this is where we're going to end this video. Tons and tons of theories for who will die in Avengers Infinity War. I want to get to all your guys' things. So if you're catching this later, of course, comment down below and tell me your guys' thoughts. I'm going to be commenting back to all of you guys. Make sure to check out my review that will be posted on April 24th. Make sure to look out for more Avengers videos soon, because I mean, in general, if you really think about it, like, I'm gonna be doing so many. I think I'm gonna try and review the first 2 Avengers films. I'm also gonna try and I'm gonna rank all the heroes, like a lot of my other fellow YouTubers have been doing a lot. I'm gonna rank the villains after Thanos. I'm going to for sure re-rank all the MCU films. I'm actually going back through them, and my list is like completely different now. And overall, like, that's where we're going to be going to with his Avengers. So I'm going to check one more thing. Caecilius is definitely him, Ebony Maw. You know, that is a good choice. Caecilius, I would like that. Why do you think the shards are puncturing Doctor Strange? That's a good, awesome prediction. I think a lot of you guys are liking my prediction. But of course, guys, you guys are all the best. I really do mean that. Of course, make sure to share this video. Share it to your friends. Share it to your family. Share it to your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you guys want to share it to. And of course, we're going to talk. You know, I have the gauntlet. And I would just love if Thanos himself came back to get it from me. Because let me tell you, I'm going to give him the big middle finger right here. I just love the fact that I can do that with this. But overall, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are all the best. And of course, stay classy.